In a sun-drenched meadow, where wildflowers painted the landscape in vibrant colors, lived a small and truly innocent bunny rabbit named Benny. Everyone in the meadow adored Benny, not just for his cloud-white fur or his sparkling, curious eyes, but for the immense kindness that filled his tiny heart. His favorite things in the world were simple: hopping through the tall grass, discovering new flowers that bloomed overnight, and most importantly, helping any friend who needed it. He was the picture of pure-hearted joy, a gentle soul who found wonder in every little thing. Benny's days were filled with exploring the world around him, a world he saw as endlessly fascinating and beautiful. One bright morning, as Benny was busy smelling the sweet scent of clover, he met someone new. It was Daisy, a young deer with long, graceful legs and a playful spirit. Daisy was full of life and energy, but she was also, well, a little bit foolish. She had a habit of rushing headfirst into things without a single thought for what might happen next. Her impulsiveness often led her straight into trouble, but her cheerful nature always seemed to get her out of it, eventually. She saw the world as a giant playground, and she was determined to try everything in it. Consequences be darned. That very morning, Daisy's excitable eyes landed on a shiny, plump red berry dangling from a tall bush. It looked like the most delicious berry she had ever seen. "I want it!" she exclaimed, her voice full of determination. Without a second thought, she began to stretch her long neck, standing on her tiptoes and jumping, trying desperately to reach the tempting fruit. She was so focused on the berry that she didn't notice anything else. "Careful, Daisy," a soft voice warned. It was Benny, who had hopped closer, his ears twitching with concern. "That bush is growing very close to a steep hill. If you're not careful, you might fall." He pointed with his nose to the grassy slope just behind the bush. But Daisy, completely captivated by the prize, barely heard him. The berry was all that mattered. Her excitement had completely taken over her senses. She was so close, she could almost taste it. With one final mighty leap, she lunged for the berry, but her hoof slipped on a loose patch of dirt. Her legs tangled beneath her, and with a surprised yelp, she began to tumble down the small hill. The world became a blur of green and blue as she rolled, unable to stop herself. Just as she thought she was going to crash into a pile of rocks at the bottom, something soft and surprisingly strong caught her. It was Benny. He had raced down the hill at lightning speed and positioned himself just right to break her fall, catching her just in time. Daisy lay on the ground for a moment, her heart pounding in her chest. Then a nervous laugh escaped her. She looked up at Benny, her large eyes wide with the realization of how foolish she had been. "Thank you, Benny. I didn't listen," she admitted, her cheeks flushing with a bit of embarrassment. "I guess being so hasty isn't always as fun as I thought." She finally understood what Benny had been trying to tell her. Her desire for the berry had blinded her to the danger right in front of her. Benny simply smiled his gentle, reassuring smile. There was no judgment in his eyes, only warmth. "It's okay, Daisy," he said softly. "We all make mistakes. That's how we learn. The important thing is that you're all right, and that we learn from what happens." His words were simple, but they were filled with a wisdom that went far beyond his small size. He didn't scold her or say, "I told you so." He just offered comfort and understanding. From that day forward, something shifted in Daisy. She made a conscious decision to slow down, to look around, and to think before she leapt. Benny, in his quiet and innocent way, had shown her the incredible value of patience and caution. He taught her that sometimes the best adventures are the ones you take your time with. They became the very best of friends. You could see them almost every day, exploring the vast meadow together. They would share berries, making sure to pick them from safe, low-hanging branches. And whenever one of them saw potential trouble, they would help each other steer clear. Their friendship became a beautiful example for all the other animals in the meadow. They saw how Benny's gentle innocence and Daisy's newfound wisdom complemented each other perfectly. It was a friendship built on trust and mutual respect. Benny's kindness had not only saved Daisy from a fall, but it had also helped her become a more thoughtful and caring friend. Their bond brought a new sense of harmony and joy to the entire forest community. They proved a simple but powerful truth. Even if someone seems a little foolish at first, a little bit of guidance, a little bit of patience, and a whole lot of care can help them become the best version of themselves. A true friend doesn't just play with you. They help you grow. And so, the innocent bunny and the once foolish deer spent their days hopping and playing together, always learning, always laughing, and turning every single day in their sunny meadow into something truly magical. Their story was a gentle reminder that the strongest friendships are often the ones that help us become better than we were before. Thank you so much for watching our story today. If you enjoyed spending time with Benny and Daisy, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel for more wonderful tales from the meadow. We'll see you next time.